Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's the week before Christmas and I have discovered that I need a couple of more gifts for Christmas for friends and family, and money's really tight as usual this time of year. So I figured I usually give them like some different things. So I said, this year, what can I give that's not going to cost a lot and maybe free to a lot of us, and it be heartfelt and from the heart. So I actually decided to do a couple of different little in these. I'm going to put some hot cocoa. I have a friend that really likes hot cocoa, so I'm going to do a couple of those. I have some wide mouth pint-sized jars and some regular mouth ones. I'm going to do some cookies in a jar, and I'm going to do this vegan soup that I do with rice and beans and seasonings and everything, that I have a friend that really likes that. So I'm going to do that. I was actually looking for these because this is not something that I already had, so I actually had to go out and get these. I looked in Joann's and they were $4.99 a mug. The mug did have the chalkboard label on it, but I mean $5? I mean, no, I'm not going to pay $5. And I wanted 4 of them, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay that for, so that would have been $20. I'm like, that's too much. I did not want to spend that. I already had these pint-sized mason jars, and I went into Target and I found these bowl ones. They were 4 of the mugs for $10, $9.99. They were $10. So I'm like, oh, that's a much better price. And then I already had these stickers. I found these on clearance at Michael's, which I already used on my flour and sugar. That's my flour and sugar. This one's not sticking so well, but anyway, the sugar one sticks great, but this one not so much. But anyhow, I had these stickers I found on clearance. They were probably like, I want to say about $1. And then I found these ones. These are just the regular sticky labels. I found these in the Dollar Tree, which are very nice. I found these at the Dollar Tree. And these ones I actually found in Walmart. So these are the chalkboard labels, so I can just easily put that on that mug, write what I want to write if that's the way I want to go. And then I found these in Michael's on sale, and they were $2 on sale. They were 50% off. They were originally $3 and change with the tax and everything. So it worked out to be like under $2. So yeah, I can write on what I want to write on. These go on chalk. They go on windows, glass, ceramics, all sorts of things. Mirrors. So that's great. 4 different colors. Great. And I basically had everything else I needed other than these. These are some Christmas cookie cutters. So I'm just going to hang, like say the bell or something on those. Just going to hang that over there. They're kind of big, but they'll get the idea. I'm going to do 1 sugar cookie and 1 chocolate chip. And then I'm just going to put these. These I found in the dollar store. There are 6 cookie cutters in here for $1. Can't beat that. The cocoa is almost empty. This came out of my daily pantry. I've actually started mixing it. My dry milk. There's some flour for the cookies, and then I'm just going to start getting them in here. I mean, if I spent the $4 here, $1 here, I already had all this other stuff. I did have these, but you know what? Since I found them for $1 in the dollar store, I'm going to return these. So this is going back. So $5 and change with the tax, because I had everything else. I just took it out of my pantry. $5 and change, and I'm going to make 4, 8, 10 gifts. Actually, I'm going to do 2 more of the cookies. Actually, I found online a recipe for brownies, and I'm going to do 2 brownies, 2 cookies in a jar, and then I'm going to do 1 soup, and I think I might do a meal in this one. Maybe that chili mac I did the other day from my long-term storage. items was really good. So I think I'm going to do that in one. And call it a day. That will be all the gifts I need for my friends and family that I'm going to see over the holiday weekend. So yeah, I'm going to get started. And then I'll just insert a couple of pictures in the end and show you what they look like. I mean, this was quite simple. I just took some milk, took some of the cocoa powder, some sugar, and for me, I did a pinch of salt in here, mixed it all up, and I've already got my hot cocoa powder. I've got in my cookie jar, stashed away from the prying eyes. I've got some marshmallows. I've got everything I need. I've got the chocolate chips. I've got everything. So I'm just going to get started. Okay, so I have all my ingredients. I have my hot cocoa mix, which I'm just going to put in. The mug has been washed and cleaned and ready to go, so I'm just going to put that in. And that doesn't really seem like enough, so I'm actually gonna whip up some more, put that in there, and because this is the first time I'm trying this, because I don't want to put all that, because I got some chocolate chips I want to put in there, and of course, what's hot chocolate without marshmallows? But I think that might be too much room, so I'm just going to whip up a little bit more, put it in, and then I'm going to layer in the chocolate chips and the marshmallows. Okay, so as you can see, I took out what was in there, and I actually made just a double batch of it, the hot cocoa mix. So all that's in here is the instant non-fat dry milk, the sugar, the cocoa, and a dash of salt. So I just mix it up using a fork, nothing too, fancy. Just mix it, make sure it's all well incorporated. And then I'm just going to pour it into the mug. And I'm going to fill it up quite a bit. Kind of makes a little bit of a mess. Handy to have a little funnel you can make sure everything goes in and not all over the place. So just want to put that in. Just going to fill it up almost to the top. Just leaving room for the chocolate chips and the marshmallows. So there, I have some chocolate chips here, some left over from another bag. I'm just going to sprinkle some of those in, right on top of the hot cocoa mix. And I'm just going to put that down, shake it down, find the level, and leave room, of course, for the marshmallows. And these are mini marshmallows, because I thought they would be better in there. Oops. That one's for me. So I'm just going to press it down a little bit. Got my marshmallows in there. Alright, that's all there is to it. Yeah. That looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. Alright, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with, to dress it up a little bit. Okay, so I have my top on the hot cocoa mix, and it looks so good. And this is where the possibilities are endless. You can do just about anything with this. I mean, what I'm gonna think about doing is maybe like put one of these chalkboard labels on here. You can do that. Or I have some fabric, some Christmas fabric here, a couple of different ones. And what I was thinking about doing is like, just like a top on here. I think that looks pretty. Do it like that and put a ribbon around it, say what it is, to, from sort of thing. I think that's might be what I will do, because I like this. This green one's nice too. So I'm going to do a couple of these, and I'm going to do one with some peppermint. I have some peppermint candies here. I'm going to crush some of those up, put it in one. And then the other two, I have some white chocolate. I'm going to put in one. And then the third one, I think I'm going to do peanut butter with the hot cocoa. What's better than peanut butter with hot cocoa? I have some peanut butter chips. So we're going to do 4 different ones. And then I'm going to move on to the cookies in the jar. Okay, so another quick and easy thing you could do, I was thinking, is if you had some of these like pre-packaged biscuits and muffin mix. There's some cheese biscuits. There's some cornbread here. Even some cookie mix. Like there's a peanut butter one here. I have brownie. If you have something like that in your pantry, you can always put this into the jar and like dress it up with, like if I was to do this one, the peanut butter one, I have some peanut butter chips I could just put on top of here. So put this in, put the peanut butter chips on top of there, and then just dress it up. And also another tip, when I was trying to put the top on this one, the fabric on this one, elastic band, because I only have two hands and nobody else is here helping me, so I put an elastic band to hold it in place while I tied the little ribbon around it, and that worked. And then you could just take the elastic off when you're finished, so just, and then it still stays in place, so it holds it in place while you're trying to get your ribbon tied. So that was a good tip. Just use a regular elastic band to try and hold the material in place while you tie your ribbon. So I'm gonna think about using maybe one or two of these. I do have recipes for this. I have a really good peanut butter recipe, peanut butter cookie recipe, but I mean, this is even quicker and easier. So I might do that. So let me get on with this and get it done. Okay everyone, so I'm pretty much finished my little project here for my gifts. I know some of you are probably asking why I wait to the last minute to do this. Well, pretty much I'm a procrastinator. And, you know, I sometimes wait till the last minute to do things. Like in college, I had this one course. It was public speaking, and I hate public speaking. But anyway, I had a speech to do at the end of the class, and I waited to the night before to prepare my speech. And it was just like, I really didn't want to do it. So I waited to the very last minute to do it. So, I mean, I got an A in the class, so I guess it wasn't half bad. I love that professor. But anyway, so I just, in some things I wait to the last minute, and in some things I do right away. But, I mean, obviously I'm kind of not waiting to the last minute, because I had pretty much everything I needed for these projects except for the mugs here. And actually I didn't have any of this Christmas material because I don't really sew. I mean, I could sew probably to save my life, but that's about it. I don't really sew. And so I had to get these because I didn't have any material. But if you have scrap material around, it'd be even cheaper for you to do. So all in all, for $11 and change, including this material, I got 10 gifts out of it. And of course I have a lot more material left over. I didn't use it all. And I have like the cookie cutters here. I have a lot more of those. So basically what I did, this one is the chocolate chip cookies in a jar. So I left this not wrapped because I'm actually just gonna like pop it into a Christmas bag. I'm probably gonna pop them all into a Christmas bag. So maybe I will, I don't know, maybe I will just dress that up a little bit. But I am going to put them pretty much all in a Christmas bag, and that's how I'm going to give them to the people. So this is chocolate chip. I made the hot chocolate. I made a couple more. This is the vegan soup that my friend really likes. I have this, in this jar is mac and cheese, and then in this jar I did a little bit different, just dress up the bottle a little bit because the ingredients itself was mostly all the same color. So I dressed up the bottle a little bit with some ribbon, and it's got the sprinkles and stuff up top. And I put what it is here, the instructions on the back, and then the little cookie cutter here. So that one turned out really cute. So yeah, those are going to be my gifts. I really like the hot cocoa and the sugar cookie. I think are my best. But my husband does like chocolate chips. So those three maybe are the best ones, I think. And I'm really happy with how they turned out. So this is my little project for if you don't have a lot of money and you need some Christmas gifts and you want something from the heart. You just don't want to go out and pick something up at the store. And pretty much these things you would have in your pantry. I mean, everything I had, like I said, pretty much everything except for the material. I had the ribbon. I had these little gift cards. I had the twine. I had all the ingredients, all the chocolate chips, the sugars, all that in my pantry. Everything. So They were easy to put together and easy to do. So that's my little project for the week before Christmas, for Christmas gifts for this weekend. So thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day.